Welcome back, everybody. February 11th, 2023. Loddy and Mac, Sports on the SAC, 10 Pine Miter Drive, cul-de-sac. That's on the corner. You want to throw any eggs, go there. We're in the studio, joined by Loddy.
Loddy.
Go Browns. Angry Jay, not a big sports weekend for him. The father with a nice haircut, only to be outdone by the commish. Yeah, you're right. Commish, big Plowboy anniversary coming up.
100 years coming up June 17th. 100 years for Plowboys. How about that?
One of the best amateur baseball teams in Connecticut. 100 years. Not a lot of teams have that.
Impressive.
More
Absolutely.
To come on the, details on that.
Yeah, those are coming up. Those of you guys that want to attend. We're moving on. This episode tonight is a special one. February 11th. UFC tonight. Parker Porter. About to knock Toffin in next week.
Prediction? Yes, prediction. Pain.
Parker Porter. About to knock Toffin in next week.
In Perth.
Yep, in his hometown. Studio audience. Guest tonight. Daniel Gazinski, Thomason High School, Eastern Connecticut State University, and the skipper of the Litchfield Cowboy basketball program. Who was the coach before Dan? Does anyone know that?
I think the angry one was coach before that. No?
They let angry people coach?
That's not the correct answer.
No? Was it interim?
Hold up.
Yeah.
There was somebody in between you guys?
Yes, there was.
It wasn't Mr.
Bobby
Eric
Knight?
O'Toole. Eric Amari? 1 year?
Nope.
Oh, Berkshire League history
Ex-Plowboy.
here.
Nice.
Ex-Plowboy. Stumped already. Early.
Can you give me
Early
a hint?
Downfather.
It was a plowboy?
Yeah. I believe his kid plays now, doesn't he? On the Cowboys?
Are we going to say who it is or what's going
No,
on?
Kyle Weaver? Who we got?
Last
Cowboys or
name starts
Plowboys?
with an L.
He must have gone
Don Fowler, you
Played
want to go do
shortstop a
something
little
else?
bit.
Or-
For us?
For the
Fight
Plowboys.
starting now soon, right?
We're really talking about Berkshire League basketball here?
It's all about
Coach
the NVL.
Dan, who you got?
Lipinski. Oh, Keith Lipinski.
He was the coach.
For 1 year.
Is he the AD at New Milford now?
He is.
The Wave, Green Wave. All
All
right,
right, moving on.
we're getting right into it. This episode brought to you by Sky Gazer Brewing. Also,
Wait,
we've got another
also?
sponsor. We got another sponsor. L&R Tax Specialist. Jamie Leggett out of Southington. Listeners, get rid of your tax people. Don't do H&R Block. You're going to want to go to Jamie Leggett.
Don't go to
L&R
Walmart
Tax
and wait there for
Specialist.
them. No.
Nah, don't do that. Guy's a specialist. Let's go to him. He's also a contributor to the podcast. He's a frequent
Avid listener.
comment
Comments?
guy. Yeah.
Very good comments, too.
Also want to mention our other comment people, Mike Bacchesa, whose son, MJ Bacchesa, going to Westfield State to play a little football.
Congratulations.
Congrats, yeah.
Kenny Naylor, who's been in a closet since the Niners loss, and that's his problem with all his
Kenny's
slander.
a diehard, though, an absolute diehard.
God, you
Oh, yeah, he is. Hey,
clarified that.
listen, this month, they're all going to Florida or Arizona. Yankee Baseball. Cash showed up left field, third base, and shortstop.
Yep.
What do you guys think about those
Well
moves?
set, yeah.
We said they couldn't hit in the playoffs, and they're bringing back the same exact offense.
Well,
so
let's go. Let's
I mean,
go.
let's go because they're going to be much better this year with those three guys.
Go Cubs, go for Coach Dan over there.
Looks a little bit like the October lineup.
Sweet. All right, let's get it rolling again. Judgy, we love him, but stay hot in October. World Baseball Classic.
ESPN 8, The Ocho, bringing you the finest in seldom-seen sports from around the globe since 1999. If it's almost a sport, we've got it here.
Just saw some possible rosters or lineups for the Dominican team versus the
Oh, my
U.S.
God.
We are reaching for content right
Whoa.
now. Holy moly.
Did you see him, no? Holy moly.
I saw the
Deep.
Dominican lineup.
Oh.
Holy.
Yeah. Should we just hand it over?
Yeah, we got no shot.
Let's just hand it over.
Is D-Ro, Mark DeRosa, the manager of the USA team?
I believe he is, yes.
No idea.
Right.
on, dude.
So
You should.
I don't know.
Angry Jay, diehard baseball guy. You don't know that one.
I don't care about spring
Do
training.
you know anything about baseball?
I pay attention a little bit.
Angry's
No,
pumped.
he's
Jesus
Starting already.
Christ.
Starting already.
Eastern Connecticut actually won today in hoops, and he's all pumped up about tomorrow's
the
game.
Eagles
here.
lose?
6 out of 7, dude. Let's
there we
roll.
go.
Yeah, he didn't
There
just
we
win
go.
today. 6
Let's
out
roll,
of 7.
After Red Jay, bloodbath.
Have a month.
Very physical.
Tackle.
Let's
That was
roll
old
with
Big
that.
East today. Old Big East.
We
When
got to
we
do a live interview with Angry after the Eagles lose
When we
tomorrow.
play in West Con.
Ooh.
WestCon coming up.
Emergency press
Wednesday.
conference, Portnoy.
Ooh. Bobby Mack, East Con, West Con, Wednesday night.
I know, but the Falcons are playing the Eagles.
know.
Where's the
Can't
game,
do it.
Angry?
Let's need that one.
At WestCon.
It's at the dump.
At WestCon.
Is that the
and,
name of the gym? The dump?
Yeah.
Yeah, half price at TK's afterward. Great wings. All right, so nobody wants to talk
Shit.
baseball, the greatest sport on earth. How about the Nets? Is this the worst big three ever?
How about being a Nets fan or a Nets coach right now?
I kind of like Vaughn, though, I got to tell you.
I agree. Me too.
I like their team now, though. It might be more fun to watch, right?
No.
Why not? Cam Thomas in the house?
You, Kyrie, and you like watching that when they play like once a month? Those guys,
But I prefer to watch the best players in the world as opposed to guys who weren't even good enough to be their backups. Yeah.
those guys.
It might be addition by subtraction.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, more fun to watch
might be.
and-
I think they did a great job, actually.
Yeah.
The picks they got, and all of a sudden Cam Thomas looks like a player. I mean, you want to deal with that nut job?
They
No.
did a great job with the Durant trade. I agree. They got him. I mean, that was a good 4 draft picks.
Bridges, Mikal
Bridges,
Bridges, is
Cam
tough,
Johnson,
Man. They
yeah.
got 4 number 1s and a pick swap.
Who did Knicks get at the deadline?
got Josh Hart.
Oh, let's go.
Dude, he's a player.
They need
man.
another swingman on that team.
Oh, did you
to
see-
add to
actually-
Grimes, Quickly, Barrett, and everybody else they got?
Did you see
that
his
all
col-
stink?
Did you see his college teammates' reaction to getting him?
Listen, Brunson's a stud. So whatever makes him happy, bring in Hart. I don't care. It's Tibbs' kind of player.
That wasn't a bad trade. I didn't think Hart's a
Defensive
player,
player
man.
that can't shoot. Yeah, let's bring him in.
Hey, did you see the interview? I'm not sure when it aired. I saw this on Barstool when Barkley asked Jalen Brunson if he's caught up to his father yet as a player.
I did not.
Dude, he trolled his father big time. He said, "My father, he's got a long way to go to catch up to my career."
Oh boy.
Rick Brunson was an awful pro. Decent player at Temple,
Temple,
but
yeah.
awful pro.
Did he play with Eddie Jones and Aaron McKee?
Right around that time.
Not sure.
Might have been.
Not sure, but right around that time,
Can't
yes.
take shots with your dad, though,
Okay.
can you?
Nah.
So, Don Father, you're not in favor of this Brooklyn trades? I mean, first of all,
As a Celtics fan, yes, because they're a dumpster fire now. They have no chance of competing.
I did. I mean, for a title this year, but they might be a team now in the next couple. They were never winning. It was getting Harden and Irving with Durant. Like the thing was going off the rails. Like everybody knew it.
No, I agree. I'm just saying, if you're a Boston Celtic right now, would you rather play against the Nets 3 weeks ago or the Nets tomorrow?
Oh.
You'd rather play against the Nets tomorrow.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that. But
All right, who'd you rather preview? Would you rather have Ben Simmons stepping into a 15-footer guy making a lot of money, or Shaq at the line for one?
I'll go Shaq.
I'll go Shaq. He got better as his career went on with the
Shaq,
touch.
I think Shaq.
Shaq also.
I'm taking Simmons right off the window. How about Dudley?
Studio
or-
audience is booing you, by the way, silently right now.
Come on, Coach.
Silent
Let's go.
You mean Chris Dudley from Yale?
Yeah,
In what respect?
from the free throw line.
Oh, that guy had no chance to make a free throw. I watched him.
You know he's born in Connecticut.
Get
Chris
outta here.
Dudley.
Yeah, went to Yale, played for the Knicks for a little bit.
Future segment.
Don't hold it against us.
Hey, when did all this NBA stuff start with the decision? LeBron James, pick the team, pick your teammates, and when you get disenchanted, you leave.
And then there's all the stories. It became General Hospital, and these are the days of our lives.
Who was the first player to demand a trade in the NBA? It was Wilt DeStilt, 1968, demanded a trade to the Lakers.
Don Father, I'm just going to say we got called out big time in the comments section for the one player that played for another team in the Super Bowl or something like that.
What about it?
Was it Don Father made a mistake last week? Which one?
Mistake,
I've been
dude.
waiting for this all year.
He cashed up.
I showed you all the website.
Well,
Yeah, what, Wikipedia? Did you change it before you got here? Jeffypedia?
It was on the interwebs.
Put your phone
No,
down.
I'm
no.
checking. That was Wilt. Wilt was the first. Kareem was the second. Also
I
demanded a
know.
trade to the Lakers.
Don't
No,
believe
he
it.
didn't demand it to the Lakers, did he?
he did, to the
I thought
Lakers.
he just wanted out of Milwaukee.
Both of them.
Hey, you guys know that stupid thing that high school kids are doing every time they make a layup and someone's near them, they like tap the top of their head? Never?
Yes.
because that's really cool. How about when Shaq dunked on Dudley? He shoved him. He out-ordered him into like the fourth row. You remember what Dudley did when he got up?
Threw the ball at him.
Heater.
Yeah.
90 what?
I don't know. He wanted no part of Shaq, though. He kind of threw it and wandered to the side.
Yeah. After school. After school, me and you. All right.
Who's the spin rate on that?
You guys catch LeBron James this week? I know Anthony Davis, what's his name?
Anthony Davis.
The guy with the
He was
eyebrows?
pumped up for him. Yeah.
He just wanted to win the game, I guess.
Is LeBron a GOAT?
We've already talked about this. Not in my opinion. No.
No, hell no.
Well, it's a time to talk about it again. He just broke the all-time points
He
record.
is not, but if you're going to give him, I think you have to give him some props.
Yeah, he does
He's built
get a
like
bad
a Mack
rep.
truck. He's an athlete, is a crazy athlete. He's done nothing wrong in his personal life. Listen, he's got these personal opinions that kind of maybe rub you the wrong way, but the guy's done nothing wrong but score.
Let me jump on this. Like, what a awful leader, though. Like,
100%.
Can you get any
100%.
worse? Then he had Kyrie's sending out emojis. You know, like everybody knows that they have to trade Westbrook for him. Like, how do you feel like if you're Westbrook and LeBron's making these dumbass comments about getting rid of guys?
Family show.
So angry. What did LeBron do 2 days after he broke the record?
So I was saying this to you
take
guys.
the day off?
They had a ceremony for him, and he's dressed to the nines. He's got his whole family there,
With a bunch of goats behind him.
and
True
he
story.
doesn't play in the game. And they're, I believe, in 13th place in the Western Conference.
Yep.
And then he has a party afterwards at his house, and he brings goats to the house. Like
And
if you're a teammate, like, what are you thinking? Are we serious about making a playoffs?
And he's not
or-
playing tonight either.
how about when load management?
Have you ever had goat soap? It's actually pretty cleansing.
Go yoga,
Let's
baby.
not go there. Hey, how about he said, "I'm truly humbled." Then he brings goats to his house.
Yeah.
And his headphones, much like ours, except a little bit more decorative. They had the number of points he broke the record with on
Yes.
the headphones.
Yeah.
That wasn't. Come on, man. Humble.
I would take a pair of those headphones right now.
I don't have any time for him.
Commish doesn't have headphones.
Got to get him some
I
AirPods.
haven't earned them yet.
Hey, let's get off of LeBron. I don't want to talk about him, but Westbrook, okay, he got dealt going to the Jazz if he shows up. I think I know the answer to this one. Have we seen the best of Westbrook?
Best, yeah. Don't
Westbrook?
last now.
Yeah, it's over.
Is it okay? That was
He's
my
over.
next question.
He's
Is it over?
Yeah, he's been over for a couple of years.
Hall of Famer though.
Yep.
His numbers
he?
are off the. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
his numbers are off the charts.
I love the meme of Beverly mocking his jumper. That's classic.
How's he doing now?
What happened to him?
Got traded like 4 times this week.
Did he?
Yeah.
What team is he on now?
He's actually just got bought out from the
Yeah,
Magic,
he's in
so he
limbo.
doesn't
He's a
have
free
a team.
agent.
Doesn't have a team.
Remember OKC,
Tell you something,
Harden,
I'd
Westbrook,
take
and
him.
Durant? Didn't seem like that long ago, huh?
And Ibaka.
And Ibaka.
And Steven Adams? Not yet.
That was before him, I think.
Yeah.
Nick Collison?
They had Kendrick Perkins
Yep.
with him for a little while.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Who, Cephalosha?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. NBA. Give me a break. It's like General Hospital.
Yeah, let me know when the playoffs start.
Go Celtics.
Mount Rushmore, Snake Draft, Special, Super Bowl Edition. Brought to you by Skygazer Brewing and L&R Tax Specialist Jamie Leggett out of Southington. Everybody, call them up. They're ready to do your
Let them
taxes.
crunch your numbers for you.
You want a higher return? Call these guys, L&R. All right. So in a twist here, we're gonna go top Chiefs and Eagles since '80 on. Little weird. We won't belabor all the stats. That's Loddy. Don Father and the commish won't. Angry Jay pumped for this. Angry Jay's been at the library.
His notebook is.
He doesn't have to go to the library.
Oh, jeez. Listen to
his
him.
head's the library.
He went right to the card catalog
We.
for his
That's right.
stats.
Dewey Decimal
Dewey
System.
Decimal. Anyway, because the Eagles are in the ship and because we rotate fairly, we're going to start with the angriest of them all.
There's no
Angry
anger.
Jay, first pick. Lottie, when it gets to you, you will have two.
Two.
Coach Kaczynski, can you remind him he gets two?
Just tap
Now,
him,
guys,
tap him twice in the rear end.
So what does that mean? I get 4 Chiefs and 4 Eagles?
slow down. You get 2 Eagles, 2 Chiefs. But if you could go
Okay.
Eagle, Chief, that'd be great.
Eagle Chief. Okay, I'll write that down.
Let's get
Angry, you're on.
All right, the first one's a layup for me. Greatest defensive end in football history. None other than Reggie White. Sad day when Norman Brame started counting his pennies and didn't re-sign him. Still bitter about that. I think that's when I started getting angry. So Reggie White goes number 1, and I'll keep it with the Chiefs as defensive ends go. Another guy sadly passed away early. None other than Alabama's Derek Thomas.
Animal.
Holds a single game record for most sacks in a game. Said 7.
And he only played for one team, so of those two guys, I'll take Thomas first.
What?
Yeah. Don Father.
All right, my first pick from the Eagles.
Guy's angry.
Come on, the
He's
ultimate
ornery.
Eagle, Brian Dawkins. 5-time All-Pro, 9-time Pro Bowl. Most games ever played in an Eagle uniform. To me, he was a layup.
I thought he was a Bronco.
He would have been my number 1 pick all day. Number 2 is the 18-time Pro Bowler for the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. 4-time Super Bowl champion. 2-time MVP, probably win 5 more.
Conjecture.
He's going to win tomorrow. Mahomes for my number 1 Chief of all time. Commish.
For the commish, I'm going to start with the Chiefs. I'm going to go with Tony Gonzalez, one of the best tight ends in NFL history.
Thought he
And
played
for
hoops.
the Eagles, Jay, I'm going to go with the Donovan McNabb.
Yes.
Jay named his dog after him. Hell of a quarterback.
First
4
dog.
consecutive NFC championships.
There's going to be anybody left by the time it's my turn? Why don't you guys take a few more picks?
David Akers is still there.
All right, I'm up. I'm going to go with a receiver for the Eagles, number 17, who caught his last pass with the best franchise in NFL history, the Dallas Cowboys,
Hall of Famer.
Harold Carmichael. 6'8". Didn't have big receivers like him back then. And honestly, they haven't had a ton of guys 6'8". But Harold Carmichael, big target. And at the end of his career, he realized he needed to have the star on his helmet. Like all the greats.
What was the last year he played?
83,
84?
84 with the Cowboys, I think he played. Yeah, 1 game.
Nice try. Look at the Don Father. Pick fights with angry.
Didn't
That's-
have a big Eagles career. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, he was.
What?
He had
In the
a
80s.
huge-
In the 80s.
long Eagles career. But like the commish took like O.J. Simpson for.
No, I think Phil Ford. I think.
Well, he took Omar Odom. Took Omar Odom, who played 1 game in Connecticut,
He
but he's
took
in a
Lance Allworth or something. All right,
Commish, never living that one down.
my next guy. I'm going to go another tight end with the Chiefs. His brother will be playing for the Eagles tomorrow. Who knows? Who the family's rooting for, but you want to talk about a dynamic tight end out of I think Cincinnati. Is that right?
Correct.
Travis Kelce is he's as good as they've been. He's a route runner. He's got speed for a tight end. He's better than those trash Eagles guys, Kelce and Goddard. They tried to copy Kelce, can't do it. I remember, didn't one year they not have a wide receiver touchdown for like 14, 15 weeks when he was young? And like he was their passing game.
For the Chefs?
And Dwayne Bowe couldn't be reached for comment. Loddy, you get an Eagle, a Chief, and an Eagle, a Chief. Coach,
That's already
Kuzinski,
said.
stay on
I
him.
get 4 picks. All right, my first Eagle is going to be Brian Westbrook. So for you youngsters listening, I would say maybe Alvin Kamara-like.
Great call.
Like a lot of running the ball, catching out of the backfield. So I'll go Westbrook with my first Eagle pick.
Where do you go to school?
Villanova.
Nice. Look at this guy. Eagle history here. I like
Yeah,
that.
I
I like
mean,
a lot more.
You guys are
So-
good.
You didn't know that?
Huh?
You didn't know that?
I just said you guys are
No.
good. I knew I was
Did
good.
you know that?
No.
You're honest.
All right.
The
And
honest
then my
Don Father.
first Chief is going to be Priest Holmes, even though he only played for them for 7 years. He had 93 total touchdowns in 7 years
Fantasy beast.
with the
Unbelievable.
Chiefs. Top 5 MVP
he a Raven?
3 times. Yes,
Started as a Raven.
he was a Raven. So I'm comfortable with those 2 picks. Then I'm going to go down to Shady. I'm going to go Shady McCoy.
Better as a Bill.
6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. With the Eagles alone, 54 touchdowns, 6 seasons. So I'll go Shady there.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I liked watching this guy. I'm going Duron Cherry. Defensive
Safety
back.
or
I think he played both.
He did.
I think he played both. He was
Versatile.
there 11 years, 50 picks, first or second team All-Pro 5 times. Talk about like a Steve Atwater type, those kind of guys that would just hit out of the defensive secondary. So I got Cherry for the Chiefs for my second KC guy.
Loddy, 4 more. 4 more.
I got 4
No,
more
he's
picks.
done. Coach, he's done? All right.
I'm done.
All
All
right.
right, Dan, thanks.
All right, Cowboy fan, lifelong. I owned an Eagle jersey. I wore it in college. My
That'll
roommate,
tell you something right there, folks.
sports band first. Commish, do you remember what Eagle jersey I had?
Randall Cunningham.
I did. It was the Kelly green one with the eagle on the sleeve. And one of our roommates, the great Ben Kohler, was an Eagle fan. He used to pilfer it from me from time to time. But
Let's get Ben down here.
I remember Randall. One Cowboy game. It was time of possession. Cowboys had it for 40 minutes. Eagles had it for 20, and we got our butts whooped by them. And another one is the highlight of, I think, Bruce Smith trying to take his head off, and he just ducked. He couldn't have seen him coming. He felt him coming. He ducked and chucked it up to either Barnett or Calvin Williams, and he
Fred
caught
Barnett.
it. It was like a 50-yard gain, right?
It was a 95-yard touchdown.
Listen to this guy over
Didn't he
there.
also
I'm
have a
testing him.
95-yard punt or something crazy like
91.
that?
91 against the Giants.
Angry. Get a
What
life,
was
dude.
the date on that?
It was 89. I don't remember the
89,
exact date.
okay.
It was December.
Calm
Dave
down.
Meggett should have caught that, by the way.
Calm down.
Right down, Father.
30.
Loved
Jesus.
watching Cunningham, though. One of my all-time favorite
Awesome.
athletes.
Where'd you go to school?
Who?
UNLV.
Loddy, man.
I'm
here.
locked in tonight.
What ESPN personality was also a ESPN or UNLV quarterback?
Kenny.
Kenny Mayne.
Kenny
Mayne,
Mayne.
yeah.
Yeah, nice try, Lottie.
Yeah, I don't. Did
Lottie
he
is
take
no
a?
longer
Did he
hot.
take a? Did he take a snap? I think he tore his ACL in the
Oh, don't say
preseason.
that. Basketball season. So I'm up with a Chief. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Going him.
I'm going to surprise you here with this guy, because he's now a Miami Dolphin, and I think the guy was uncoverable with Mahomes. And when I was making fun of or pointing out that they didn't have wide receiver production, this little guy showed up. No one could cover him. I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill.
A pretty good year with the Dolphins this year.
Killed me in fantasy down the stretch, but whatever. Freaking Waddle.
The commissioner's turn, right?
It is.
We like offensive linemen,
Love him.
guys in the trenches. I'm going to take Will Shields for the Chiefs. That's my pick.
Eagles supposed to go first.
Oh, no. Not. For the Eagles, how about Brian Dawkins?
You don't get the show.
He's already gone.
Oh,
Is he already
my
gone?
God.
That'd be a great pick
Commish,
if you were
throw it
listening
down.
half an hour
I'm
ago.
going to take Jaws then. I'll take Jaws right now.
We went from Dawkins to Jaws.
77 to 86. Commish missed that one.
Commish
He
is
led
hot.
Eagles to the
Stay
Super Bowl,
hot.
right, Jay?
He did lead him to a
Lost
Super
to the
Bowl.
Raiders, right?
I'll
Threw
take
3
Jaws.
interceptions to Rod Martin.
Guys, a real quick, who'd you rather? Cash or the Commish?
All right, I'm
Who's
going.
hotter?
Listen, the Commish knew he's going to struggle with
With
this
that
one.
haircut, commish all day.
Oh, Edsel.
Hey,
in the
do you
house.
think Ron Jaworski knows where he is right now? I mean, how many times did
Right,
Randy
yeah,
White concuss that guy?
He's still active.
Randy White and Ed Too Tall Jones, they demolished him.
No, he didn't.
thought
Actually,
Jones was good on TV.
LT was
Yeah, but
pretty-
where is he now, though?
He does like Philadelphia stuff.
Oh, does
I
he?
knew going in this was going to be an uphill battle, but I'm trying my best. I would take with the sixth pick, the Commish takes Phil Ford.
Herm Edwards.
All right, Don Father's up. My second Eagle is going to be Eric Allen. Pretty easy. Most interceptions in Eagles history. NFL record, most pick 6 in the season with 4, 3-time All-Pro. He was awesome. I'm a Giants fan. He terrorized us for years. Glad he's done and glad to pick him.
Don
Next-
Father, what
Yes,
number?
sir.
Should be in Hall of Fame.
20.
You could stop.
No, he's got it. Yeah.
5? 8? 3.
Who'd you just pick?
Eric Allen.
Where do you go to school?
21.
Thank you. This guy's locked in
You already
tonight.
put
This
the
guy,
one up. Everybody can
this
see
guy's
that.
a
Come on.
closet Eagle
He's
fan.
21.
Jay puts that one up all the time, though.
Where do you go to school?
Wisconsin.
Pac-10. Or Pac whatever now. 700. How many teams you got in that conference now? Pat Tillman.
Oh, Arizona
Arizona?
State.
Yeah, Arizona State.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. My Chiefs pick is going to be another fantasy stud, Jamal Charles.
You killed me.
It's a 4-time Pro Bowl.
Slow.
8 years, 10,000 yards, 50 touchdowns for the Chiefs. He was unbelievable in fantasy, unbelievable in real life, and he hasn't been drafted yet, so that's a win right there. Moving on to Angry.
Unbelievable in real life. What's going on there?
I'll leave you guys.
Great man.
Oh, okay.
I'll keep it in the trenches. Yeah, I know you guys need the skill position player, so
Don't
I'll
tell me Runyon. I don't
So-
want to hear this.
Yeah, Runyon.
No, well, he was in consideration. I'm gonna keep it to active players. Arguably the best center of all time, Jason Kelce, who'll be snapping for us tomorrow. 3rd Pro Bowl he made this year.
What's going on tomorrow?
Playing flag football tomorrow?
All-time Eagle with the greatest post-game speech ever. So Jason Kelce's the first Eagle, and I'll keep it on the offensive line with a 9-time Pro Bowler, Jason Peters, who's still playing for some sorry
For who?
franchise
For who?
in Texas somewhere.
For who?
I don't know. It's some sorry franchise in Texas. I'm
They
not
all
sure.
do it.
Yeah,
They all do it.
when they're washed. And now we'll move on to the Chiefs. We'll go.
How many picks does this guy get?
Take it easy, champ. Why don't you stop talking for a while?
Maybe sit the next couple plays out.
I was coming back. There. You guys,
What do you mean coming back?
You gotta learn how it works. This guy's been here for 3 months.
I'm out of here.
First
I'm out of
chief,
guys.
first chief will be Neil Smith,
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
borderline Hall of
Bronco,
Famer. He was, and I'll take one guy who I just liked. Nickname was the Human Joystick. Wide receiver, punt returner Dante Hall.
Love him.
Oh, my Lord.
God almighty.
Whew, that was a mouthful.
Angry Jay.
I'm going quick tonight.
The
You guys are
joystick.
always.
You are, but
Angry Jay loving a joystick. Don
All
Father.
right, moving on. My third Eagle is going to be
This
Troy.
guy says keep it clean every week.
It's going to be Troy Vincent.
Bernie
Said you liked
Fine
the guy.
joystick. Yeah, go ahead.
What?
Troy Vincent, 5 straight Pro Bowls, 2 All
23?
Pros. Who? Troy Vincent.
Yes,
Number 23?
correct.
Was he a Dolphin?
He was. Where'd he go to school?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. This
Isn't
guy's
he the?
locked in tonight.
He's the head of the
What are you,
player
Ron Dane
association,
over
right?
here?
He is.
Listen,
Say, my
Ron-
next chief was really, really hard to pick. I'm going to stay active and go with Chris Jones. 3-time first team All Pro, 3-time second team All Pro, second Super Bowl this year. Come on.
Oh, he's
unbelievable.
He is
Well,
good.
I didn't, what was that?
he's good.
I didn't get that, Loddy. Okay. All right. Moving on to Commish.
Now, the commission's not sure he's going to be right here, but I'm going to say Willie Roaf. Is that how I say
Yes,
it? Roaf?
nicely
Yeah.
done. Yes.
For my,
From the Saints?
yep. And I will go with John Runyon, staying with the offensive line.
wow.
Look at you in the trenches.
Commish.
How many I got left?
Commish.
What?
Your son is
Congressman John Runyon.
Yes, New Jersey Congress.
Anybody take Brian Dawkins
and
yet?
as I said, the second dirtiest player in the NFL when he was playing.
Yes, I agree with that.
Commish.
Yeah.
Your son plays for a juggernaut of a high school program, Southington. What
Does.
position does he play?
He's an offensive lineman.
Here we go. Peace.
Where did Runyon go to school?
Notre Dame.
Commish, you took Runyon and who else?
Willie
He
Roaf.
doesn't know.
I have
You're
no
out.
idea.
Runyon, where did he go to school?
Penn State.
Villanova.
We were just watching him on TV.
Indiana.
Michigan.
Michigan, yes, sir.
Darn it.
Amazing Blue.
Do I get credit for
Who's
that one,
up?
Angry, since I pulled it out first?
Bobby
I
Mack,
said it
you're up.
first.
Nicely done, Don Father.
Who's
you,
up?
thank That's what number he is.
The next one is a tough one because these guys are associated with other teams. The quarterback with the Niners and the running back with the Raiders, 2 of the all-time best. And I'm going to go with Montana just because I'm annoyed at all the Brady hullabaloo. And Lawrence Taylor just came out and said he is not the GOAT. And I kind of like that because the guy has needed to go for a while, and he finally went away with his like 9th retirement with his sad speech. So I'm gonna take Broadway Joe, not Namath, Montana, and I can only take him as a Chief because he broke my heart as a Niner. Eagles. This is really tough for me because I hate the Eagles, and all these guys that are left are in the same kind of category for me. But I'm going to go with number 41, a rugged running back who was able to catch the ball too, and that's going to be Keith Byers. Was it 41?
Correct.
Yeah. By the way, Well, I don't want. I'll wait till Loddy goes because I got a comment about a couple of the guys. Go ahead.
Besides Angry Jay, Keith Byers, college.
Ohio State. Yeah.
Did we do that last week? When you mentioned that last week or 2 weeks ago? I didn't want to show off. I was letting Angry Jay answer one for once.
All right, I got another Eagle here for you guys. I'm going Wilbert Montgomery.
Oh, yes, sir.
8-year career, 9,000 total yards, over 100 touchdowns. I know he broke the heart of the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game in the early 80s. You remember that?
Yeah. I was at
Remember that one?
Saturday basketball with Bill Ryan and Rich
job,
Jackson.
That was a
Loddy.
tough
Good
one.
reference.
I liked.
What
I
school?
liked him.
Loddy. I'll be impressed if you could tell me the school.
That means
UCLA?
it's obscure.
No, national championship game today. This year, I mean. Not today.
TCU.
TCU.
I wouldn't have got that
Kind of
one.
narrowed it down, but
I mean, we don't
what's their
have time.
mascot?
Horned Frogs.
Angry. Angry's pumped for tomorrow.
Angry follows the Eagles.
He's horned up.
I'm gonna throw one out there for KC. How about Marcus Allen?
I was thinking about him.
I mean, he obviously came through with the Raiders, but he scored a lot of touchdowns from the
Touchdown
1 yard
sniper,
line
yeah.
for KC. I
Over the
remember.
jump over.
I just liked him as a player anyway, so I know he was more known as a Raider, but I thought he had a decent career in the second half of his NFL tenure. So I'll go for KC, Marcus Allen.
Remember in The Waterboy when Sandler used to picture the coach, and he would run the guy over, or picture people heckling him. What do you think Marcus Allen pictured when he was a Chief? Anytime he ran somebody over or had made
Al
contact.
Davis?
Absolutely, buried him. Hide your Beagle,
food
Vixen
ball.
Eagle. I'm not picking him. I got to go tight end here. And
Is this a snake? Draft, Mount Rushmore type of situation?
testing you. Where's Coach Kaczynski? All right, good.
You got two, right?
All right.
How many picks does Loddy get?
Don't worry about it.
This is
Back
his
to
eighth.
Philly. This guy, obviously,
Fresh Prince.
his career was not as long as it could have been, and he would have been an all-time great.
You
It
guys
was,
slapped the.
hey, Commish, I'm on. I'm on.
We'll mute him out. We'll hit the mute button right now.
He would have been an all-time great, in my opinion. His life was unfortunately cut short. I'll go Jerome Brown.
Stud.
He only played from 87 to 91. All-pro 2 times, first team. Again, tragically, his career in life ended too short. But again, as a defensive tackle, he had 29 and a half sacks in a short period of time. So I'll go Brown for the Eagles. And then I'm going to go Larry Johnson for
27.
KC. He had, again, he was hot for just a few years, but those 3 or 4 years that he was hot,
So good.
I mean, he was
School?
unstoppable.
So good.
School?
Unstoppable.
Penn State.
Yes,
And
sir.
his father was a coach at Penn State. I think he was a
Daddy ball.
linebackers
Yeah, he was
coach.
good. He was good with the Chiefs. He was a stud in fantasy.
Yeah,
too.
so I'll go Johnson and I'll go Jerome Brown to close it out. So I think I definitely won that segment. You guys still want to make your picks?
Oh,
No,
relax.
Not at all.
Hey, they had a run on running backs, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Yep.
All right, for the Eagles, get your popcorn ready. I'm going to go with a guy who plays in the Super Bowl with a broken leg, and his loser owner won't sign the guy.
Who
Or was it the championship game?
Well-
T.O.
He can't really be saying T.O.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Can't really be
What-
saying
what-
Get
T.O.
your popcorn
What are
ready.
you talking about, owner?
Well, they didn't sign him.
They signed him. He just wanted another contract. They
He
gave him.
should have gotten another contract.
They
Guy's
gave
a
him.
stud.
He got the biggest contract as a wide receiver.
Guy's a stud.
Yeah, he's a loser too.
Angry, how many
Hanging
years
out
did he play with the
Kyrie.
Eagles?
He played one and maybe a third.
He was
He's
a
on your
stud, though.
all-time
He was a
Eagles
stud.
team. He played one season.
No
one
doubt.
full season.
No doubt. And I'm
They
going to
also
tell you
have Montana
something.
for the Chiefs,
I'm going to
so.
tell you something. They could bring him back right now and he could play. Ever see him do sit-ups?
You ever see him do? Yeah, he could probably play for the Cowboys.
I don't know if he could crack our corpse right now with that. Whatever, man.
Who's your chief?
Guy was a stud.
He had a great year.
Okay.
Great teammate.
For the Chiefs, I'm going to go with a guy. I'm going to say his nickname first. And you guys are not going to know who he
Can't
is.
believe he's
Say it.
still left.
And
The Nigerian Nightmare. Nobody wanted to tackle this
What
guy.
number?
35. And Mike Allstock couldn't be reached for comment. These two were not even close. This guy was an absolute machine. And the only guy that ever
Tecmo
stood him
ball
up.
too, right?
Oh, my God. He hit that whatever button. You couldn't tackle the guy. The only guy that ever stood him up at Water. I think we brought this up
Yeah, we
last
did.
week. Anyway, the Nightmare Christian Okoye. Commish.
All right, the commission is up, and since I'm doing some throwing some curveballs today, 7-time All-Pro player. Yeah, he's a kicker. Nick Lowry.
Hey, he's a great
Nothing wrong
kicker.
with that.
He's a great
you know what?
kicker.
Someone's got to kick the ball, man.
on my list.
Just ahead of Trent Green on that one, but we'll take Nick Lowry on that one. Did we
good
take Clyde
pick.
Simmons yet, Jay?
No.
No, Clyde Simmons
Stud.
is my pick. Another defensive player for Buddy Ryan, right?
I got one for you. Tell me where he went to school.
Oh, I have no idea.
That's
Did he
what
go
I
to-
thought.
did he go
Western
to the-
Carolina? Nobody's getting it.
All right. I was thinking something bigger.
So the commish, thankfully, is done with his picks today.
Come on.
Man, you really
No,
grinded that one out.
Better picks than Mac.
You know, my last pick for the Eagles, I was debating both receivers. I'm going to go with Mike Quick.
Oh, nice.
I liked him.
Well,
Nice.
I was going to go somebody else, but I'm going with Mike Quick. I mean,
Going to go with Deshaun.
yes, I was going to go with him. And I'm like,
Yep.
I mean, 1,400 yards in a season. He's the only player ever, by the way, to average 1,400 yards a season or get 1,400 yards and average 20 yards a reception. Only player in NFL history to do that. It's pretty awesome.
We're all the same age, so
School?
Mike Quick.
Chris Corciani.
Oh yeah, NC State. We're all the same age, so the '80s were like our heyday of watching sports, and he was one of the marquee wide receivers in the '80s, no doubt
Oh,
about it.
100%. Mike Quick,
Yep.
talking about. He was awesome. My last Kansas City chef, he took my kicker, so I got to move on. I'm going to go, where's the blow, Dwayne Bowe. I'm going to go with him for my final chief.
82.
Again, a lot of controversy, but skills, unbelievable.
That was a
School?
big free agent pickup for the Browns.
Where
I
did
think
go
he
to
had
school?
3 receptions in the 1 year he was there.
Where did he go to
Dwayne
school?
Bowe, LSU.
Loddy is on fire tonight.
LSU. I didn't think they put receivers in the
took,
NFL.
I took a nap. I took a nap before the podcast, so I'm refreshed.
Angry.
Angry.
I'm
Wrap
up for
it
the
up.
last one.
Rounding
There's
it out.
so many great
Super
Eagles.
Bowl
I'm
Sunday
I'm
coming
gonna
up.
leave
I
out-
wish this could go on forever, but let's wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm going to take a personal favorite. I'm going to leave a few guys off. I'm going to go with number 59, an underrated linebacker. Seth Joyner. Terrific all-around linebacker, overshadowed by times by the giant linebackers.
And well deserved to be overshadowed.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll agree with that.
It's a painful segment for me.
Yeah. So Seth Joyner, that's just kind of a homer pick. And I'm going to shock you guys with one. You guys might not know who this Chief is. But since we're slim pickings on Chiefs, I'm going to nominate Joe Delaney as my 4th pick. And you know what this guy's famous for? Or he was a running back.
He passed away too, right?
He tragically passed away saving 2
Yeah.
girls swimming that he didn't know they were drowning, and he went in and got them, and he did not know how to swim, and he got them out. He unfortunately didn't make it himself.
Good one, Jay.
So
Now,
Joe Delaney.
some people call Angry Jay Angry Jay.
He's got a heart, though. He doesn't.
All right, let's move on.
I call
Let's
him
go. Before we get
Compassionate
soft
Jay.
and shit.
I
let's
call
go.
him Compassionate Jay.
Stuff.
Every
stuff. Yeah.
every fantasy draft, he's got his Tillman jersey on, dog Tillman. But Angry Jay, I got to give you 2 minutes. We're going to time you.
Oh God.
Who's in the honorable mention on your Eagles list? Just run down some
Really?
guys. You deserve
Really?
it.
You're going to give
You
it to
deserve
All
it.
right.
You
So
deserve it.
Fletcher Cox
Loved him.
should be on the list. Bill Berge, number 66. This is the guy who had a hard time leaving off. Jeremiah Trotter, Axeman. Lane Johnson, currently playing now. Hasn't given up a
Currently
section.
in now?
Yeah. Currently in now.
Currently now
And-
active?
And still hasn't given up a sack in 3 years.
Really?
So Joey
Knock on
Bosa
wood.
could no, we don't need to knock on wood. Guy can play. Trent Cole,
Oh, 58.
correct. Trey Thomas. You mentioned him before. Keith Jackson, Hugh Douglas. Don Fowler mentioned Deshaun Jackson, Zach Ertz, and I'll leave it one last guy who's currently playing now, Brandon Graham.
Hey,
Surprised
Don
you didn't mention
Father.
Malcolm Jenkins.
Didn't play long enough, but
Don
love him.
Father, what do you think about Deshaun Jackson as a Giant fan?
He broke my heart. He had a couple
Don't
huge
kick the ball to
games.
Deshaun
A
Jackson.
couple huge games. That one game
Who
where
was the
it
punter?
was-
What was the punter's name?
Not when it wasn't. That was after Wendetta. Jeez, Wendetta was.
Oh no, what was his name?
Tom Coughlin cursed that punter up and down that sideline after that.
As he should have.
Yeah.
You just can't make that mistake.
It's a hell of a punt.
Hey, bigger blunder by the Giants, Pisarcik or that punter? We need that punter's name. Was it Moore? Was it, something more? No, what was his name? Oh man, no.
While
bigger
we're,
blunder.
looking this up, by the way,
We're
I'm going
not
to fire a
looking it
quick
up.
trivia question.
Let me. No,
let's
listen.
go.
No,
I got to get a
listen.
quick trivia question.
All right, go ahead.
Super Bowl related. Angry. Studio audience is welcome to join in. So tomorrow, Devontae Smith has a chance to be the fourth player. I'm not counting Reggie Bush to win a Heisman, NCAA championship, and a Super Bowl. 3 players have done it before, not counting Reggie Bush.
Say it again.
Marcus Allen.
Super Bowl, Heisman, NCAA championship, Super Bowl championship. There's been 3, not counting Reggie Bush. Angry just got
Angry
one.
got one. Yep. What time frame are we looking at?
All since the 80s.
Really?
That's a good one.
One more time. What is it again? I'm looking up this punter.
Heisman,
I can't believe I don't know.
NCAA chip, and Super Bowl chip.
Was that Marcus Allen?
Was Testaverde a backup quarterback on our roster?
I almost said Jameis Winston. I was going to kill myself, then I realized it.
I can tell you right now, there has never been a quarterback to do it.
Not a quarterback.
Woodson?
That is number 2. By the way, quarterbacks, how close was Burrow last year to doing it?
I know it.
And how close was Cam Newton to doing it when he played for Carolina if he just fell on the ball?
Not close enough.
So there's one more, and I'm shocked. This is my only hint. I'm shocked you haven't gotten it.
Dorsett.
Tony.
Ding,
Yep.
ding, ding.
Pitt.
Touchdown, Tony.
Thought that was
It was
pretty
a
cool.
garbage national championship, though.
Did we get the punter yet? During that segment? Doo, 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 doo.
Now we haven't.
All right, moving on.
All right, we're going to have to move on. Angry Jay.
Correct, yeah, it's me.
Eastern Connecticut State University basketball. What's your Sunday look like tomorrow, given your angriness and your affinity for your beloved Eagles?
I've already told you guys this. We got a little yoga at 8 a.m. We have a good
downward dog before
Holmes? You're going to do
There's
Holmes?
downward dog before we do the actual dog walk with Tillman.
take the energy out of them right for the game.
Yep, we got to have them nice and tired for the game. We'll zone in that there's no pregame stuff. I can't take that. I don't care what anybody picks.
Puppy Bowl?
Yeah, I'll just kill time until 6:30. I'll
Where
avoid
you-
all text
What
What
messages.
will you eat tomorrow? I know you're going to have
Hot dogs,
a
probably.
nervous stomach.
I'll probably eat early, something small, and it'll be midnight by
Grilled
before I eat
chicken,
next time.
and
It'll
then
be chicken,
with,
yeah.
With the family, Jay, or just by yourself? How
No
do you watch the
family.
game?
There's
No-
nobody around.
Mom can't even come
Dog.
in and say, Jay, how's the game
Nobody's
going?
allowed. Nobody's allowed.
All right,
You got to zone in, dude. Big
Bunker
game.
down by 4.
Big game.
4:30.
4:30.
Lights off.
Oh, Loddy, that's what you do when the Browns made the.
Well, the one year they made it. Yep, I bunkered down.
If Hurts couldn't quarterback tomorrow, right now, 2023, who would you rather have, Foles or Wentz?
Wentz.
Okay.
Well,
he was
you got-
actually good with you.
Even though Foles led him to the Super
Philly
Bowl.
especially,
I mean,
calling on his own.
Played a hell of a game.
McNabb or Cunningham?
McNabb.
McNabb or Jesus?
Oh, McNabb.
Jesus. Man, I
McNabb.
went Jesus. All right, guys, let's move. Skygazer Brewing. L&R tax specialist Jamie Leggett out of Southington. Guys, you want to return? You want to go on a vacation? You want to maximize it? Call Jamie Leggett.
You want to owe or you want to pay?
Yeah, I mean, what do you want?
It's time for Who'd You Rather?
We're moving
your
into the
choice.
Who'd You Rather. Who would you rather? And I'm not going to give any criteria other than the 2 names. It's up to you. Bo, Dion, go.
Bo knows.
I'm going to say Bo.
Yep.
With no criteria, I say Bo.
I'm going Bo because I think he's the greatest athlete of all time. But I will say this, and I was never a Deion Sanders fan. He was the best. I mean, they both obviously played baseball and football, but Deion's football career is unmatched by defensive backs.
I agree with Jay on that one. But I have to go with Bo.
We don't even know the full impact of what Bo could have been, right? Because of the hip.
Yep.
Do you know who drafted Bo Jackson?
In
Football?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Why
First-
didn't he sign there?
because they
Anybody know?
tricked him into not
The physical,
taking
the
a plane ride, and it was against NCAA rules.
You know, Bo has as many top 10 MVP finishes as Scott Rowan, who's got nominated to the Hall of Fame.
Is that why he went to the New Jersey Generals?
One.
Didn't he go there?
No, he went to the Raiders. So what happened?
Oh, he didn't play in the USFL?
Herschel
No,
Walker.
Herschel.
Oh, that's
No.
Herschel. Go Dogs. Same
Stay
guy.
hot.
Same
I
guy.
can't even finish my thought now.
Yeah, that's horrendous.
Phil Ford is a great
I was
pick.
testing you guys.
AJ, edit that. No, but Bo Jackson lost
Damn
a
it.
year.
AJ, leave that in.
Do not edit that.
I was testing
Bo
you
Jackson
guys.
lost
Come
his
on,
final
angry,
year
I
of
had no idea.
Auburn baseball because of what Tampa did to him. So he went back into the supplemental draft and got drafted in the 6th or 7th round by the Raiders because Al Davis promised them that he could play both sports. He was the only owner willing to do that.
Who you taking?
I said Bo knows.
So Bo.
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 Well, not just because I want to go against these guys, but I got to go Dion, New York Yankee.
Inside the Parker.
Important. People said he didn't hit. You might want to ask Andre Rison when he slapped him. This was his house. He built this house. Then he was high stepping into the end zone.
But why? Why Dion? I'm not disagreeing because I am disagreeing, but he's unbelievable. Why Dion?
Well, he played it out a little bit more, and I got to tell you that this comes into play for me. He's affecting young athletes now, and he's taken on a different role in athletics as a coach, and he proved himself after being rumored for some of these big jobs, and they kind of crapped on him, and he showed he could do it. And now a big university finally gave him a shot. A university hasn't been irrelevant since Sal and Nessa and these guys.
Westbrook, yep.
Yeah, these guys. Cordell, he go there?
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm just proud of the fact that he's willing to have that hard of a work day to affect change, to influence young athletes. Was Bo incredible? Of course he was. But Dion was safe on the inside to Parker. There's only one thing that bothers me about Dion. Not his self-promoting, not the fact he gave himself a nickname and he's the only guy in history that's gotten away with it, really. Not the fact that he likes MC Hammer, who was horrible. Not the fact that he wore wind pants or said too legit to quit. There's one thing about Dion that still triggers me to this day. Do you guys have any idea what it is? It's something he did.
Played on the Cowboys.
No, he's the man. Super Bowl.
He dumped water on Tim McCarver.
Yeah, that's it. And then where McCarver at? Where McCarver at? And he was a child in that moment, and I guarantee he regrets it. And by the way, I'd love to throw water on McCarver, but like you can't do it. And that's the only thing. Other than that, I love what he's done with himself.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with either guy. But Bo Jackson, he was, correct me if I'm wrong,
Heisman
it's a long
Trophy?
time ago. He was a national phenomenon. I mean, they made commercials
Absolutely,
about
yes.
this guy, and people couldn't wait to see him. And as a running back, he was like Jim Brown. Like he averaged like 5.5 yards a carry and never got, lost in the backfield. He was just somebody you wanted to see.
Do you remember the Bo Nose commercials?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do you remember
he was
the
a
sneaker?
national phenomenon.
Yes. It was a Nike yellow,
Yeah, it was like a
gray,
trainer
black,
type
and white
thing, yeah.
trainer.
Yeah.
Did it have a Velcro strap,
It
right?
did.
Yeah.
I had
Do you
those.
remember when the first commercial for Bo Knows was released?
No.
It was the All-Star game when he lit off for the home run.
Get out
It was
of
already scheduled to be
Yeah.
released.
So a couple things about him. Won the All-Star Game MVP.
Anaheim, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hit it off of Rick Reschel. Remember that stiff
Yes.
for the Giants?
Giants,
But he
yep.
made a Pro Bowl and a Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Kind of impressive. And a Heisman Trophy.
And they said, by the way, he could have been All-American in track. He qualified for the All-American finals in track for Auburn and just couldn't run.
As
'cause
fast as Dion was.
He was faster.
4.140, I think, right?
4.12, they said, in 40.
Yeah, that play with the hip, I could still see it.
still see it.
And it
That's the
bothers me.
Bengals?
Because who knows what would have been? It's kind of a Len Bias thing. At least he got a little sniff of what he could have been.
I think that's a great question. We went back and forth on, as a group does, on text, and we didn't say, is it best career or best athlete? Because best athlete, I think, is Bo. Best career, I think, is Dion. It's a good,
I would agree with that.
And how about the 30 for 30 on Bo? Is that special or what?
awesome.
Throwing rocks or snowballs or whatever. Anyway, I take Dion and I do it wholeheartedly. Let's go into some quick who'd you rathers with like athletes that could go back and forth or multi-talented or play different multi-sports. The first one, cheeseball one, but I don't know. I want to see if you remember either guy. Dan or Dave?
Oh, well, Bryan and Johnson,
Yeah.
the 92 Olympics.
They both disappointed.
Oh, they
Both
both
stunk.
bombed.
Can't say neither, Loddy.
Yeah,
one.
I'll just go Dan.
All right, I'll go Dave.
I'll go Dan.
I got Doug, the third brother.
Dave.
All right. Brian Jordan, Danny Ainge.
Baseball career or athlete?
Who's better?
Brian Jordan.
Brian Jordan.
I'll go Danny Ainge.
Of course.
Of course you would have.
No, he's a better the basketball player. Was a terrific basketball. He made actual NBA All-Star games. Brian
He was a
Jordan.
whiny little, you know what?
You asked me who I picked.
Yeah.
One guy made.
And I'm telling
one
you my
guy made
opinion on
All-Star
it.
games, and he's an executive now still, and he's fantastic at that job.
Yeah, I want to see those
There's
two
your
in the
winner.
octagon tonight.
There's your winner.
The commish had the
One guy's like dead. He just borderline had a heart attack. He had like several heart attacks. Ainge, and we want to get him in there with Brian Jordan.
Yeah.
I was once
Oof.
waiting for a
Cowboy fans.
bathroom stall at a Uconn game years ago, and Danny Ainge came out of it, so I'm going to go with Danny Ainge. And Mark Cuban, too, once, by the way.
Doesn't take much. Probably a slam dunk, but like just monstrous, strong men. Tony Gonzalez, Julius Peppers.
Tony Gonzalez.
Tony.
Julius Peppers, who, yeah.
I go
you're
Peppers too. He played basketball at
monster.
UNC.
Absolute monster.
What number was he at UNC?
Do you know?
Yeah.
A basketball?
Yeah.
45?
Yeah.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Lefty, right?
Yep. So I'm gonna go. I gotta go Gonzalez, but I'm proud that you guys didn't go chalk there.
Yeah.
How about Antonio Gates or I was gonna go Peppers, but how about Antonio Gates or Gonzalez?
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Gates was awesome, too. though.
Hi, Gates. When he played basketball at Kent State, too. I mean, he was almost unguardable for a
Gonzalez.
while.
Yeah,
Gonzalez played at Cal.
Yeah,
The
Cal.
Golden Flashes?
Kent State's way better.
Yeah, their resume is
Take Gonzalez.
Plus,
big.
he was on The Bachelor this week, so I got to give credit to Antonio
Oh
Gates. That's
boy,
another check
who
mark.
invited this guy?
Hey,
Wow.
what great NCAA coach went to Kent State? Come on, Don Father. This is up your alley.
Boeheim?
I said great.
Bernie Fine.
He said mediocre.
Nick Saban.
Oh.
Moving on. Let's go.
All right.
Hey, Mac, did we ever get who the punter was for the Giants that kicked the ball to Deshaun Jackson?
Matt Dodge.
Good pull, Mac. Good pull.
Not to be confused with plowboy, not great Matt Dodd, who worked in professional
By
baseball
the way, I
for a
heard there's a
bit.
30 for 30 for Paul Boys coming out soon.
100-year
be.
anniversary, I heard.
All right. We're gonna go baseball and golf combos here. Mike Jordan, Steph Curry. I know we don't know how good of golfers both are, but like
I know how good both
they're
of them
both.
are.
What are they?
Steph is like a 1 handicap. Jordan's like a 3.5.
Jordan.
Steph.
Anytime I got a choice, it's always Jordan.
I'm going to go MJ, too.
Steph's a better golfer.
Can you please ask a movie question?
I'm gonna take Steph.
Goodfellas or Godfather?
Don't mock me. You want me to stop this segment?
Let's go. What else you got?
Vision Quest or...
I love this movie once.
Vision
I do
Quest,
too.
Vision Quest or Goonies?
Vision Quest.
You
hands
haven't
down.
seen Vision
I haven't
Quest,
seen
which
either
is
one
a
of them.
crime.
What was the name of the high school? There you go.
All right. Andy Reid as a skipper of the Eagles or Chiefs? Go.
Chiefs.
I'll go Chiefs because he's made more Super Bowls. Impressive, though, that he's made 5 conference championship games for
Chiefs.
both the Chiefs and the Eagles.
Yeah, you can't dispute the Chiefs with the postseason record.
I'll go Chiefs too. Hall of Famer, Jay?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about that? Will you go to the induction? Will you go
No.
to Canton?
No.
All right.
Does he go in as an
Mitch, not
Eagles
happy with
coach
that
or a
one.
Chiefs coach, or do they not do that in the NFL? Angry Jay, I'm talking to
It
you
should
right
go,
now.
It should go, I don't know. Am I out of line? I would say Eagles. But I'm a homer, so.
All right. Julius Peppers, huh? All right. Salt or pepper?
Pepper for me.
Pepper.
I got high blood pressure.
Salt.
Pepper all day.
I love salt. How about Kevin Johnson, KJ, the mayor of Oakland,
Sacramento.
Sacramento? But he also played minor league baseball for the A's.
Did he?
Yeah,
I think you're right.
And he dunked on Elijah One's mug. He should have done what the kids do now when they make a layup with somebody near him. Or Kyler Murray, another two-sport guy.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray's better, but I'm taking KJ because I liked him.
I'm taking KJ too.
KJ.
Longevity.
Take KJ too. I can't believe that. Actually, I can believe the Don father would take this guy. Nobody in the NFL likes this
Nobody
guy.
wants to coach him.
You didn't ask me who was the favorite, a fan favorite. You said who's better. Kyler's better.
KJ had a very long, prosperous All-Star career.
All right, Steve Largent as a wide receiver / congressman versus Arnold Schwarzenegger, actor / governor. Go.
The Terminator.
I love Largent. Zorn to Largent. Steve Largent.
I'll go with Bill Burr, who says Arnold Schwarzenegger is a great man.
I'll go with the Schwarzenegger, I guess. Oh.
I'm definitely taking Largent and Jim
Shocker.
Zorn. Do you remember the running back?
Sherman
Kurt
Smith.
Warner.
Yeah. Is it Is it the same name as the quarterback?
Kurt is
Unbelievable.
C-U-R-T
Yeah, it
out of
was.
Penn State.
Running back to bagging groceries, back to quarterback.
Can
what
we
a
name
career
one-
arc that guy's had.
Can we name one
That's
more
a movie
player on
I
that
saw,
team?
by the way.
Oh God! Can we name one more player on that team, the Seahawk team?
Kenny Easley.
Oh, safety, 47 or 49?
41, I think.
Stud.
Maybe 41. How about Brian Blades? Maybe he was in that
Yeah,
team?
he was there.
Okay.
Miami.
The
All right.
Blades brothers.
Stay hot segment. Who'd you rather? Who stays hotter? Cashman or Danny Hurley with his playing time decisions? Go.
I'd rather have Cashman.
hell no.
I'm done with Hurley.
Hell
done.
no. I'll take Hurley.
Klingen 7 minutes today.
Five. He's only been there 5 years. Cashman's been there
Cash
quarter
all
of a
day.
century.
Cash all day.
Early.
You think Hurley's hotter?
I think Hurley's hotter, yeah.
No,
I'm going to go Hurley.
I'm disgruntled.
All right. Cashman versus Thibodeau as a head coach.
Cash. 100%.
Come on, Tibbs. We got family ties with our friends. Got to go Tibbs.
I don't care about your friends. He's awful.
I love Tibbs. He was part
Awful.
of the 2008 Celtics.
Yeah, as a great
As-
assistant coach.
Defensive
I'll
mastermind.
go with Cashman.
I think I'm going to take Cash. By the way, who does Tibbs coach now?
That's the Knicks.
Who?
The Brickerbockers.
Do they have varsity or is it just
He used to be
freshman
an
JV?
assistant at Salem State University.
Come on. Big trade they just made. It's going to get right up to the top.
Big trade.
Loddy, can you name the starting lineup for the Knicks?
Yeah.
Go.
You want it?
Guys, be quiet. Give me a chance.
Brunson, Grimes, Barrett, Robinson when he's healthy, and Randall. Pathetic.
They're
Seem
what,
pretty
like
psyched when you
60?
say the enthusiasm, Lottie.
I know Angry Jay's a candy guy. I don't know if you like these kind of candies, but Milky Way, Three Musketeers. Go.
I'm not a big fan of either one of them, but I would go Milky Way.
Do you like Snickers or something now?
Snickers is solid, but I would go with Reese's Peanut Butter Cups as number one.
Milky Way, Three Musk.
Oh, Milky Way. Nougat, baby.
Milky Way.
I'm sorry. Three Musk. Sorry.
Let me think about this one.
Oh, commish. You always
Which
get
one has-
stumped on
Which one
these.
has the caramel? Milky Way.
Milky Way.
Milky Way, for sure. Both are terrible, though.
I go Three Musk all day.
Nougat.
All right, we're done with the Who'd You Rathers. We're moving on to the Big Blue Report. And that's the Uconn Huskies. Tough day today, actually a tough stretch. Former member of the Horde, applicant for Commissioner of Major League Baseball, Jonathan
Yes,
Warren
it was
Pettit
one time, yeah,
III,
that did happen.
also known as the Commish, representing Quinnipiac University these days. Commish, how about the
guys.
Huskies?
So we all watched the Huskies today. 56-53 loss. We're down to 10 seconds left in the game. We need a big bucket. And who's going to take the three-pointer? Sonogo. That's what happened today. That's what we drew up. Sonogo takes the three-pointer.
Who drew it up?
I think Hurley drew it up.
Stay hot.
I told you last week Hurley should call a timeout, bring his dad down from the stands, ask him to drop a play, and go from there. But
Bring his mother down.
I digress. Hawkins, who didn't score in the first half, finished with 11 points. Sonogo jacks up a three. It gets bounced around. Hawkins gets a rebound, dribbles out to the top of the key, shoots a three-pointer, goes in. We're tied up. Everything's good in Husky land. Oh, no. After further review, he stepped in the line.
Kevin Durant.
Durant, yep.
I don't know what to tell you guys. Sonogo taking the three-pointer. He made the most threes today, which is good, I guess. Hawkins, 11 points. Our point guard had 4 points.
Commish is trouble.
They put up 53 today, right?
They put up 53 points.
Oh.
Whoa.
Did you see how they played Andrew Jackson?
That's my point right now. Andre Jackson. Listen, the other team is not guarding him anymore, and he's hiding in the corner,
Yep.
and his teammates are afraid to pass him the ball.
He's
Even to
hiding.
make something happen.
You're
He's
right.
hiding in the corner.
You're right, Commish. He's
He's
hiding
been-
in the corner,
he's
and the
been
guy that's guarding
demoralized.
him is in the paint.
And his teammates won't throw him the ball.
Yeah.
Even when he's wide open, just to make something happen, his teammates won't throw him the ball. The Andre Jackson experiment has to be over.
I agree.
6 points in the game today.
Commish, can we play two bigs then?
No assists. Well, if you're going to play two bigs, he played Donovan 7 minutes today.
7 minutes.
Cool.
It's got to be a season low, right?
Right
Cool.
around there. It was 4 minutes in the first half and 3 in the second. And it's at the same time period, at the 13-minute mark to the 9-minute mark. That's his slot. Other than that, he does not sniff the floor.
That's cool.
I mean, the kid's got to be thinking, what's going on, right? Am I wrong?
There's a lot of people that are
Kids got to be thinking transfer portal.
wondering.
Let's not give him any ideas.
No, I know. He's a great player, but listen, the Jackson thing, you got to, I mean, the guards are terrible. I know Newton had a triple-double the other day. Today was just brutal. Didn't get downhill at all. They're getting beat off the dribble. Caravan, he did his thing every now and then, but I don't know. I'm demoralized.
What
by this
are
Western.
you thinking? More Calcaterra? They need another shooter out there at all times? Or
I think Calcaterra didn't play too many more minutes than Donovan
no, that's
today.
what I mean. Like his minutes are been
And he's-
cut tremendously too.
and
But
he-
shooters they can't play 3 minutes a half and expect them to go out there and shoot the
No,
ball.
and I think California's
He
got.
sucks.
If he can get a little mojo going, he can do stuff for
Yeah,
him. but-
you say he sucks, but I mean, you can't play 3 minutes a half and expect a guy to get hot from outside. It doesn't work that way in
Cashman
basketball.
could do it.
He's got to play. Well, they need more offense. Let's put it that way.
Well, I'll tell you what. Today was a game you had to win. I mean, obviously,
After the big win, yeah. you
after
gotta
the big
come back.
win, you get to Paul, you get Georgetown. Those are layups.
Yeah.
You beat Marquette at home.
I don't know about Georgetown being a layup. They almost lost the first one.
well, I mean, I'm saying
Primo in the
on
house.
paper.
The way they're
Well, Primo
playing,
didn't
the
score in that
way they're
game.
playing now, nothing's a layup.
The way they're playing now, if the season ended today, they're what 7 through 9 seed.
They're 6, I think. That's what I
I think
think.
there
right
was
now.
6.
After
They're
today?
out
I
of
thought
the
there
top
were 6
25
going
now,
into
right?
today.
No, they were 21 today. So I
Yeah,
think they're-
out after this week.
probably, yeah.
Maybe 7, maybe 8.
I don't know. Demoralizing.
They gotta
though.
get
not a
going,
good, not a good game today. Andre's
right.
got to figure some stuff out.
All right, so moving on to Rutgers.
Not any better here.
Not any better, but they're trying to figure some stuff out. The Mawat Mag thing is a killer, but they got to get past it. Oscar, he actually made a 2-point basket today, Oscar. But they got to figure out something with not a rotation and not anything else. I mean, they're all good. They're all similar. Like, how are they going to toughen up in these runs that these Big Ten teams make? And they got a heck of a run thrown at them today. A lot of our dear friends are
19
champagne
nothing
today,
Oof.
and probably got a tough ride home.
Not drinking
but
champagne though.
Not today. Indiana earlier in the week. Indiana's on fire.
Yeah.
And then Illinois today. They're tough. Coach is tough. I know you hate the coach, but
Yeah, I don't like the coach.
But he's tough. And so anyway, Rutgers sitting at 16-9, dropping to 8-6 in a conference. But you know what? We're gonna get it back. I think the easier part of the schedule is coming up. I mean, what's easy? Big Ten. What's easy? Big East. All these teams are good. So that's it. Looking forward to watching a lot of basketball in the next next month and a half.
Yeah.
And honestly, the basketball I'm going to love watching the most is on the high school level. I just love watching tournament high school games.
It'd be a fun 4 or 5 weeks.
Coach Gazinski trying to get in, needs a couple. Coach Bunnell just beat up Northwestern on the last night, and he's in.
And Terryville, right?
Yeah.
Thump Terryville.
Oh yeah, we got to run against Terryville. It's 3 in a row. We're gonna throw 30 at them, just like they did to us. Super Bowl tomorrow, 1.5. I don't want to hear about lines. Who's winning the game? Don Father, you're first.
I'm going the Eagle. Jeez. Chiefs.
I said it last
Sorry.
week. I haven't changed my mind. Eagles. I think they're going to win it.
I have to go with my boy Angry J. I do not want to see the Eagles lose, so I'm saying Eagles all the way.
Studio audience of 1 today. Coach Kaczynski, who's winning tomorrow?
Double the audience.
Eagles.
Wow. I'm going to tell you something. I want the Chiefs so bad in this game,
Shocker.
but I got a little boy in my house who is such a temper tantrum. He reminds me of some people at this table. I everybody at this table. Like, he will have trouble getting up for school on Monday, and I got to drive him in. So for this reason and this reason only, I need my son, Sean McMahon, to enjoy the Eagles win. And
It's all about the kids.
I won't be happy for Angry Jay and the Matt Parkhouses and Jay Rockas and
Eric
Andrew
Williams.
Rockas. Eric Williams. Wow, we got a lot of Eagles.
Fly,
fans.
Eagles, fly.
All right, it's going to be Fly, Eagles, Fly.
You guys want to sing the fight song before we sign
Yeah,
off?
let's do it. Let's do it.
No.
Get us going, Angry
That's
Jay.
after we go sweep up Bobby's garage for 3 hours.
It happened last week, listeners. All right, February 11th. Sponsored, Sky Gazer Brewing. L&R Tax Specialist, Jamie Legge's going to make you money. Tonight, Parker Porter in about an hour and a half.
Friend of the show.
Well, I'm getting pumped for the Parker fight, but do we have a prediction from you? Because you took the Chiefs last week, and now we're taking the Eagles.
It's a new week. I'm taking the Eagles.
Oh, okay, I like it.
You're getting me angry.
Invite your son.
All right,
Invite your
I'm
son over
changing
tomorrow.
it. Chiefs
They're
win.
calling me the lone father.
Chiefs
over
win.
here.
So it's going to be a miserable drive to school on Monday.
Chiefs win. Lenny Dawson in the house. Smoking darts on the sideline. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us. Coach Dan Kaczynski in the house. Litchfield Cowboys. Let's go Cowboys. Yeah, that's the way to end it. Night, everybody.